Yo, we're so excited. I'm excited regardless. I'm excited for Aeola and Catherine's class today. We're recording this, so whoever it will not make it today, we're super excited that you find Collective as a place to find resources and learn and grow as a creator, and that's what we want to do. Definitely want to respect Aeola and Catherine's time. So we got some friends in here joining us. We're recording this session, so we're gonna go ahead and start. I'm excited. Hopefully some people will join us. I'm actually, while you guys get started, I'm gonna go live as well, post a story on a couple other things. So man, we're excited to have you. We're super excited that you took the time to do this and to be with us today. So Aeola and Catherine, welcome. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves first, and then go ahead and go into your what you guys have for us today.
All right, hi guys, I'm Catherine, and this is
Aeola.
and we're gonna be your workshop leaders today. I'm a sophomore graphic design major from Chapman University, and Aeola.
I'm also a sophomore studying graphic design, but I'm from the University of Minnesota.
Yeah, we're super excited to talk to you guys.
Woohoo. All right, so our agenda today, we essentially have this class split into there you go, 6 sections. So we'll do a brief overview of what the class is going to look like, and then we're gonna have 3 stages where we talk a little bit more about class materials in general, and then we're gonna close, and then just at the very end have room for an open floor if anyone just wants to chat with us, asking us any questions and whatnot.
And we really want Creative ID to be a space for you to not just learn, but also explore who you are and what you want to be as a creator. It's a limited guidance workshop, so that means that we're going to set the stage, share our own experiences and ideas, and guide you through, but the rest is all you, since it is implied in the name that it's about you. So consider us your guiders, facilitators, not necessarily teachers, but more just fellow cohorts.
Yes. And we'll get into stage 1, which is reflection. So this is an icebreaker, getting to know your peers. And the big question here is, who are you? So we're going to be sharing our name, pronoun, school, and year, your creative medium, whether this be like illustration or photography or something else. If you know your zodiac and 16 personalities, do share. It's always just fun to get to know those fun facts about others. And then we'll be discussing 4 questions. 1 is, how are you? What is a song that you would like to go on your life soundtrack? What has been your favorite way to be creative, and why do you do what you do? And so since we do have a smaller group this time, we're going to be spending 15 minutes in this group, in our main room, just kind of discussing those questions. So I'll be leaving the questions up there for everyone to just see. And yes, screen sharing is a little bit weird as we do this. So, all right, Catherine, would we be interested in going first, or would you?
Yeah, we can go first and then popcorn.
Yes, I like that. All right, I can go first. So as I've mentioned before, hello everyone, my name is Aeola. I use she, her pronouns. I'm a sophomore at the University of Minnesota studying graphic design. Other creative mediums that I'm interested in is illustration and photography. I'm a Libra sun, and my 16 personalities is, I always forget the acronym, but I'm a logistician. ISTJ, I think. Yes. And yeah, so I personally like to kind of go through these questions in sections. So that's the first section, so I'm going to popcorn it off to Catherine.
Thank you so much, Aeola. My name's Kat, or Catherine, you can call me Kat. And I, like I said, go to Chapman, study graphic design, was studying film before, but here we are now. And I'm a sophomore. I also am dabbling in digital illustration and also writing, so that's fun. I'm a Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Aquarius rising, and I'm the protagonist, so ENFJ. I'm gonna popcorn Nicoletta.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so like I said, my name is Nicoletta. I come from Serbia and my pronoun is she, her. And I I study graphic engineering and design in Serbia. And it's my first year, second semester. So my creative medium is, well, it's all kinds of art, but now I'm mainly doing digital art. I'm concentrating more on that. Zodiac, I'm Capricorn, and about 16 personalities, I'm so I always forget like what it actually is, but I know I'm advocate, and I don't know if you know which one is that. Okay. How are you? I'm pretty stressed lately, but mainly, well, yeah. Okay, like my work in creative like sides are keeping me alive. So yeah, basically I'm good. What is a song that would go on your life soundtrack? I think my favorite song, it's of Monsters and Men, called Lionheart. What have you been your favorite way to be creative? Well, mostly be with people that are like do things that I do in creative fields, and just share our thoughts and maybe bump some ideas and everything. And why do you do what? Why do you do what you do? Okay. I don't know. It just like keeps me going and reminds me that I don't know, like I shouldn't be stressed over little things, that there are some things that make life beautiful. And yeah. So that's it.
Great. Thank you for sharing, Nicoletta. Do you want to popcorn it off to someone else? And since Nicoletta just went through all the questions, I would suggest whoever popcorns next, feel free to also answer all those as well.
I didn't know like there's some questions I should go through. Sorry for that.
No, it's okay.
I'll
it's
popcorn
good.
Giovanna.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Joanna.
Hello.
So should I answer all the questions? I got here late, so I don't know.
Go ahead.
We're introing
Okay, so
ourselves.
my
Who
name
are
is
we?
Jovana Marovic. My pronouns is she, her. I'm going to the same school as Nicoletta, so I'm going to Faculty of Technical Sciences, and I'm studying graphic engineering and design. I'm also first year, second semester. So my creative medium, well, I don't know. I just recently started going into sewing and fashion design, so I'm not there yet, but I'm learning. Zodiac, I'm Gemini, sun and rising, and my moon is Leo. Sticking personalities, I don't know. I always forget what I am, so I cannot answer that. So lately I've been good. I don't know, stressed about the school, but actually good. So about song, I don't know. I would say maybe Ocean Drive. That's one of my all-time favorite songs. And my favorite way to be creative, I don't know. Just, well, I really don't know how to answer that. I don't know. I really don't.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And why do I do what I do? Well, since I was 5, I wanted to be a model or something in model, like in fashion industry. And since I didn't have a chance to be one, I don't know, I wanted to maybe start as a fashion designer. So I'm trying that now.
I love it. Thank you, Joanna.
Thank you.
Who's next? Danielle?
Would you like to go next?
Sure. I'm Danielle. My pronouns are she, her. I go to Lafayette College in Easton, Pennsylvania, and I am a junior. I almost forgot what year I was. We're doing great. My creative medium is writing, and I also video production. I do and film. I do cinematography and things like that. I am a Sagittarius. That is all I know about zodiac signs. And as far as 16 personalities, the last time I took it, I was a mediator. I don't know what that is, but I was a mediator. How am I? Today's been pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. Some good things happened today, which is good considering I'm running on very little sleep. So I needed the good news today. Song that would go on my life soundtrack. Go the Distance from Hercules. I thought about this question, and I think Go to the Distance from Hercules, just because that song just makes me want to go climb a mountain. And I think that's just like trying to enter the film industry. That's kind of what it's like. So I feel like that's a good song to play. And my favorite way to be creative is I've gotten really into telling people about like I love verbally telling my stories and just allowing myself to get really excited about it, because not only is it fun, but it also helps me process my ideas and actually help me come up with new ideas. So that's one of my favorite ways to stay creative, because I'm writing screenplays right now, and that's kind of like my way of creating characters and things like that. And why do I do what I do? Because I really want to make people happy and like give people hope and have like joy. And I always found that through film and television and stuff like that. So that's like the only way I've always seen myself being able to do it. And I love to write and everything like that. So if I do what I do, because if I can at least make one person feel happy or like believe that like their day can get better, or that the world can get better, then I'm doing what I need to be doing.
Love it. I'll go next. I'm Joe. I am a photographer, videographer from New York, originally from Texas. I am what am I? A Leo, Cancer, July 23rd. It's right on there. I'm good today. I'll get my vaccine tomorrow, so I'm excited. What else? I just got back in town. I was in Dallas for a week doing a project, so that was good. What is a song that would go on your life soundtrack? Would probably be Peaches right now. And that would be that would be my song right now. And then what has been your favorite way to be creative? I like to go outside. I like to walk. I live in New York, so it's pretty creative. Actually, everything outside is just creative and wild and crazy. So super fun, and why I do what I do. My wife, my dog, my family. That's pretty much. Yeah, that's me.
Cute. I'll go and I'll pass it to Megan, who'll be the last person. But hey everyone, my name is Zoe. I go by she, her pronouns. I go to Syracuse University where I'm a junior, and I study magazine news and digital journalism. It's a mouthful, but that's what I study. My creative medium is mainly just writing. I've been dabbling in a little bit of audio for podcast stuff, which is fun. My zodiac sign, my sun is a Sagittarius, moon is Pisces, rising is Gemini. Interesting mix. How am I? Pretty good. I'm one of those people that's always stressed all the time. Then I have my days where I'm super happy, or I'm very excited, or I'm sad. So stressed all the time, but today, pretty good. And then the song that would go on my life soundtrack, I got this question in one of my classes before, and it was super hard. But two came to mind. One is this song called Welcome to the Show, which is from a new album by DPR Ian. And the other song is called Young Forever by BTS. And then my favorite way to be creative is honestly being in a quiet space with music on, headphones on as well, and I'm just doing my thing. I'm able to get a lot done in that type of environment. So that's what I like. And why do I do what I do? I think it's because it's the only way I really see myself thriving. I was that person who tried to do a lot before I got to college, whether it was going into political science or psychology wasn't for me. But then when I really found out what I wanted to do, I saw myself thriving. So I continue to do what I want to do so I can continue thriving. And last but not least, I'll pass it on to Megan.
Hi everyone, my name's Megan, she, her, hers pronouns. I go to American University in Washington, D.C. I'm a junior studying film and media arts with a minor in audio. My creative medium is video production, more specifically anything nonfiction, documentary work, and music. My zodiac is Aquarius sun, Scorpio moon, and rising Cancer. 16 personalities is, I think, the same as Cat, ENFJ. And I'm good. It's nice out here, so the warm weather is definitely helping me be productive. A song that would go on my life soundtrack, maybe Buttercup by Hippocampus. That's been on my playlist recently. My favorite way to be creative is I love video production, so I love being on my feet and with people and up and about and communicating and doing things fast. If I'm working on music or something, I like to be in a quiet space with my headphones on, but I really thrive in a fast-paced environment. And why I do what I want to do. I think it's the same as Danielle, just the wanting to make people happy, wanting to give people a feeling, like giving them a place to kind of escape from their crazy life. And yeah, that's about it.
Hey, Kate, I don't know if you just saw my message, but thanks for coming tonight. We're just introducing ourselves by name, school, creative medium, so on, with the questions on the screen. So feel free to go, and then Aeola and Catherine will continue on.
No worries if she can't talk. If she's on her, feel free. We can move on as well, but would love for you to share. No pressure though. But Aeola and Catherine, why don't you guys, you ladies, go ahead and continue.
Yeah, of course. Well, thank you so much for sharing, everybody. I loved getting to know you all since we've been seeing each other a couple of times now. And yeah, thanks for just being here. If we can go to the next slide. The next one. Perfect. So with everything that was said about, who you are, what you're interested in, why you do what you do, it's time to consider how that can all play out into what you make and do. So your work is an internal and external extension of who you are. You're putting yourself into your work, but also pulling work out of yourself. So think about things like values and inspiration. What are your values as a creative? Like, who is someone that you look up to? What are some values of either a person or a company, or values that you see in yourself that resonate with you? For example, I really value representation and accessibility, and I really put that into my work when I'm designing and drawing people, making sure that everybody's represented, and also designing posters that people can actually read. That's really important to me. But if you need a little bit more help thinking of values and inspiration, we do have some more examples for you from one of our collective presentations from before, if you can continue. And this focuses on all the Gen Z values that we're really focusing on now, which include public health, racial equality, sustainability, gun control, gender equality, and safe working conditions. For Gen Z specifically, and I'm sure everybody else, when addressing social justice issues, brands are expected to be authentic, actionable, and holistic. And since in Creative ID, we're talking about our own brands, that's the goal. I would argue that that's even the requisite, to be authentic and actionable and holistic in our own work. But yeah, and we're gonna work on that today. And if we want to open up the breakout rooms.
Yeah, so I'll be opening up a breakout room. There will be 5 of you guys in the room. So I'm going to open it now, and then y'all should just join it, and then we shall see you back very soon.
Yeah, and go ahead and just share with everybody in your room what values are important to you and how you'd like to incorporate that into your own work. And I'll also have Zoe broadcast the questions so that it's on your mind. Thanks, everyone. Have a good conversation.
Yes, I'm just going to add someone else to the room because Susan just joined. She's connected to her audio. We love to see it. If you don't mind going over what you just said, Catherine, just because we have a new person who joined.
Oh yeah, hi Sajine, welcome. Nice to see you again. So we're basically talking about how we're translating our own identities into our work. So our first stage, we are introducing ourselves, talking about what we like to do, why we do it. And now we're considering values and inspirations that we're incorporating into our work, be it public health, racial equality, sustainability, accessibility. And yeah, we're going to be discussing that in breakout rooms whenever everybody's ready.
All right, cool. I'm going to open them up. Y'all have a good conversation and see you in a bit. Right, so there should be a little thing for you guys to join. So just join through that.
Aeola, Catherine, do y'all want to join one of each one? It might be good for the amount of people that we have.
I put all 5 of them together.
Oh, they're all together?
Yeah.
Aeola, well, I was saying if Aeola and Catherine want to join those.
No, it's okay. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, just because convo is already taking a little bit longer than
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll just
No worries. How long do you want to give them? Like 3 minutes?
I think.
You want to say 3 minutes?
Yeah, let's do 3 minutes.
Okay, that's cool.
We got, people are joining, so it's good.
All right, I'm going to broadcast the message to them. So they should have gotten what are your values as a creative? And then let me send the second one you just sent.
Because who's in that? Because I know Kate was, man, I guess I just feel a little nervous because I know Kate's in there. And I don't know if she had her mic on, so it was just, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. We hope you had a good conversation, talking to people. We hope that, you got to get to know each other a little bit more and a little bit more about yourself. So the next thing to consider when thinking about translating yourself into your work is differentiation. We have so many cool artists in this room today, and I know that a lot of us are doing similar things, but that doesn't mean that we're all different in our work. So consider what type of work you enjoy doing. Like, how can you stand out from others, whether that's through the medium you do, the style that you have when you're designing or writing or shooting something. What kind of clients do you take on? Do you do more commercial work or personal work or a hybrid of both? What type of paid work do you do? And what type of unpaid work are you willing to do for grassroots or for yourself or anything like that? And also consider the tone, branding, and presentation of your work. How do you display yourself on your art account on Instagram? Or what does your portfolio website look like? Things like that. And we have some examples if Aeola would like to go to the next slide. First case study is me and Aeola. We're both graphic designers and we're good friends, but you can tell from just our Instagrams alone that we're a little different in our styles and execution and just the things that we like designing or creating, even though I'm sure both of us have some updating to do. And that extends beyond design. So even if you're just like a digital creator, for example, doing more like Instagram heavy stuff or writing, you can tell from our other friends from Collective, Jayla and Maya, that although they're killing the game each on their own, they're doing different things. Jayla is more doing stuff with Sony, Bumble, Pink, things you can see on her account, while Maya is doing more behind the scenes, like how to be a creator thing. And it doesn't mean that either are, better or worse. I think both accounts are super great and you should definitely follow them and check them out. But you can just see with aesthetics and content how we can all be different, but also thrive as artists together.
All right, thank you, Catherine. Next is consider self-incorporation. So what are some aspects that are important to you, something that you like or value outside of your creative field, and how can you tie that in with your creative projects? So for an example, something that I've been doing recently is implementing some of my Taiwanese culture into my design. So like symbols, motifs, patterns are all design elements that I'm trying my best to incorporate. So that's something that is very important to me. Secondly, your aspirations. So what are your professional aspirations and dreams, and try to align them with your path now. For me, I personally eventually want to work with the Korean K-pop industry, and I'm just super fond of like the whole creative direction that they have for just one comeback of a music. So that's something that I want to eventually do, and my graphic design journey is definitely very helpful in that sense. And so we're going to be opening it up into breakout rooms fairly quickly. So if Zoe or Catherine would like to set that up. And yeah, these are the questions that we want you to discuss with your breakout rooms. So feel free to take a screenshot of this. We'll also be sending the questions through the little Zoom announcement chat box. But yeah. So we're going to give you guys roughly 20 minutes or so to discuss this. There is a lot to go through, so we want to make sure that we give you enough time to talk through all of this. And yeah, so whenever you're ready, we will be meeting you back here soon.
Enjoy your conversations, everyone.
Oh, they're probably still talking, so they're like trying to use up all the seconds before they come back in.
Aw, Aeola, maybe we do have to have open floor.
Maybe we can do it at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did close them. Yeah, close in 20 seconds.
Oh, Catherine, do we want to share this slides with everyone in our Discord chat?
Yeah, I think they're good.
Okay, cool.
Can we share a copy though? Because I have speaker notes.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Back, guys.
Welcome.
Alrighty. Hope y'all had a great conversation. Hopefully that was enough time for everyone to get through. We'll have space at the very end if you like need to finish your thoughts or anything, but we're gonna continue pushing forward for now. So welcome to stage 3, which is projection, taking action. So how can you translate everything into your work? So there's multiple pathways you can take. No one size fits all. Your niche might be different than someone else's niche. And so Catherine and I have prepared an umbrella map that we kind of have prepared for you. So this is like different working categories that we have like compiled together. So we have 3 different sections. So 1 is freelance, 2 is working for someone, and 3 is passion projects. And so not gonna go too in depth with these, but starting with freelance, we have stock websites. So this is kind of like passive income for you if you just want to sell your photos, illustrations, or logos. You can sell your work on an online marketplace. So that could be Redbubble or Society6 if you're familiar with those platforms. You can become a brand ambassador. You can open your own online store. There's so many different options out there with Shopify, Etsy, Instagram Shop, etc. You can also start doing commissions for other people. Something to consider would be if you want to create duplicates or singles. So when it comes to a single, only that artwork is available. It's never going to be replicated. But as for duplicates, you can create one artwork and then duplicate that into all sorts of different prints and stuff, and you can just outsource that kind of as passive income as well. You can join freelance platforms such as Fiverr and Upwork. And lastly, you have teaching and consulting. So working for someone, number one would be working for large corporations or doing department work. You could also work on at a working firm. This could be like your local marketing firm or something like that. You can become a social media marketing manager. Internships are always great, and you can also look into doing nonprofit work if that is something that resonates with you. And lastly, we have passion projects. So you can start your own creative group, your own creative collective, maybe potentially even a startup. Definitely working on your personal projects is also a really great one, and collaborating with other collectives, not collectives, creatives, and yeah, just expanding that network while diversifying your skill sets. And so
definitely be collective members.
Yes. Alrighty, that's it for this slide.
And as important as finding and making work, marketing yourself and your work is also crucial, especially in this day and age where we have so many talented people out there doing different creative things. You really want to be noticed and recognized. We're all basically our own entrepreneurs and small businesses, as we saw with Aeola's umbrella map. And it's important that people see us and know that we do what we do. Social media is a really great way to market yourself, probably the most accessible way and popular way. Instagram, like you saw with Aeola and my accounts, you can have your own Instagram, Artstagram accounts where it's kind of like a portfolio in its own way with the feed. TikTok is really big now too. I know tons of artists who have studied from even my school who are now really big on TikTok because it's such an accessible platform where you can be noticed just for your work, even if people don't know you from before. And Behance is a great platform for other creatives to see what you do, so you can post all your projects and share and find ideas that way. And be sure to cross-reference your accounts and posts, you know, like share what you have on your art Instagram on your personal Instagram so that your friends and family can see what you're up to, besides going to brunch and, you know, like having a good time with your friends. That's just super important. And that way you really brand yourself with your personal and also your art accounts. Portfolio websites are also super important. Even with COVID, you know, you're not going to places handing your portfolios, showing people stuff anymore, even though physical prints are nice. This way people can just look you up and see what you're up to, maybe even a more updated version of your printed portfolio. And networking for word of mouth is super important too. Like if you've covered everything already, be sure to talk about your work, you know, like talk about what you're excited for, what you're proud of, what you're thinking about working on. Because when you talk about your work, other people are going to talk about your work, and they're going to think of you when they're talking to others about other projects where they're looking for people to work on stuff too. My graphic design teacher from high school once said that once they know how to use Photoshop, they'll never stop asking you, which is so true. And that really goes for anything. If they know that you have connections to Bumble and Pink, they're gonna ask you. If they know that you can take photos for people or shoot a video, they're gonna ask you first. And that's really nice. And it's just, like Aeola was saying, creating your network, creating your work. And at the end of the day, it all goes to what fuels you and your work, but also how you can fuel your work.
Awesome. All right, so that essentially just concludes our class. So one, thank you for joining us. We're gonna have open floor after this, so if you have time and you just like want to finish up a thought or just chat with us, ask us any questions, we're gonna open up the floor for roughly 30 minutes. But before that, we're gonna send you guys a Google form where you can fill out kind of your social media handles and such, and then we'll be sharing that with the whole class. And then, yeah, I think that is it, unless we have another slide. Okay, yes.
Hang with us. So like we were saying with social media accounts and marketing yourself, you can follow my Instagram, Catherine on Design, and Aeola's Instagram, Studio Aeola, if you just want to check out our work. Or if you want to chat as creatives, you can hit us up there or on our personal Instagrams. And be sure to attend Christina's at Shot by Xtina's class next week, where she talks about basics of portrait photography. So something more specific for everyone and something that I'm excited to learn about, and I'm sure everybody else is too.